Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we're gonna be covering the sneaker culture. Is it dying? Is resale dying? Are sneakers not it anymore? We're gonna talk about all that while I unbox a pair that I recently purchased. I've been collecting sneakers since 2008, so I've been in the game for a very long time. I've seen the highs and I've seen the lows. It seems like as the years go by, you're gonna see a nice little wave happen. You're gonna see people get in the market, people get out of the market, shoes skyrocket and shoes dip. It's like anything in life if you think about it. But currently in 2024, we're seeing a lot of sneaker releases that are just flopping. One of the reasons for that could be overproduction from the major companies. In terms of Jordans these days, they're releasing them in crazy quantities. So we are seeing a lot of releases sit in stores, go for under market price, and eventually hit the outlets. So it really just depends on what shoe that we're talking about. But for example, the Air Jordan Bred 4s, that's a shoe that would potentially go for around $350 to $400 a few years back, but these days you could get it a little bit higher than retail. Another good one is the military 4s. Those ones were very easy to get. For a lot of people that have been collecting for a long time like myself, I thought it was a very nostalgic pickup, and I'm glad that it was pretty easy to cop a pair. I remember back in the day, the foot sites like Finish Line, Foot Locker, East Bay, and Champ Sports, they would do these web drops, and then every single time the website would crash, making it super hard to get the pairs. And I was never really the type to camp out for shoes, so it was super hard for me to get stuff that I wanted. But in 2024, it's very, very simple as long as it's not a crazy overhyped release with a certain celebrity or a certain brand. I also wanted to mention that the economic state of the world in itself isn't doing too good right now. Prices and costs of everyday living have increased, so a lot of people are slowing down on their purchases, especially with sneakers because it's a luxury and it's not a necessity. Gas prices on average out here in California are like $5 to like $5.50. Sometimes it hits $6 a gallon. And to fill up my LS430, it's around $120-ish for a full tank of gas. Food is also getting expensive. Just going out, eating a normal meal, nothing fancy or anything. On average, you're probably gonna spend around $30-ish depending on where you're going. So the cost of everything is going up, which is why I think a lot of people are holding off on a lot of the Jordans that are coming out or a lot of the more expensive releases, just because the retail price is starting anywhere from $200 to $210. And if you add that California tax, almost 10%, you're spending $230 just to get a shoe and you don't really need it. So I think that's why a lot of people say that the sneaker culture is dying. I don't necessarily think it's dying. The love for the sneakers has always been there with me. And I know for a lot of people around me, they still love sneakers a lot. It's just the priorities have changed over time. If you've been watching me for a while, we probably got in around the same time with the whole sneaker game. Back then we were living at our parents' house. Bills were a lot different. Responsibilities were a lot different. Mindset was a lot different. These days, my mindset is buy a sneaker if I really like it and if I know I'm gonna wear it. And I'm always looking for crazy deals. There's a time where I used to spend a lot of money on hype stuff. I'm talking about shoes that are over $1,000. These days, that's just not a smart financial decision for me. But you guys let me know, are you buying shoes the same way that you used to? Comment down below. I went ahead and bought these undefeated Air Max 97s. Now, like I said, I'm always looking for the steals and deals. So I got this pair on eBay right here. And this is a perfect example. This pair right here dropped at Complex Con. I wanna say it was 2018-ish. That's the last time that I went to a Complex Con and I was waiting in line for this pair. A lot of people started pushing the booth, rocking it, and then they canceled the release after us waiting for a few hours, and I was so disappointed. At that time, this shoe was going for like $1,000 plus, and I was like, dude, there's no way I'm gonna buy that. But the same sneaker today, this one is a re-release, but it's essentially the same thing. The same shoe I picked up for around $50. Now this is a used pair, it's in pretty good condition, but that's exactly what I'm talking about, man. If you really enjoy sneakers, this is the best time to be a consumer. This is the best time to just pick up those steals and deals. I'm telling you guys, right now is a consumer market. Shoes like this that used to go for money do not go for money anymore. It's a beautiful thing to see, and this is what I live for right here. I'd rather spend money on a $50 sneaker that I could beat up, I could wear, and I don't have to worry too much about because I got it for such a low cost that I could probably get another pair if I really wanted to. Even shoes like a classic Air Max 90 infrared I was getting for under $100. I think I got these for like 60 bucks. I made a video on this pair when I unboxed it. This is the perfect combination in my opinion. Shoes that are classic, shoes that look cool, they're not expensive, and they're easy to get. It's a win-win situation. Now going back to the sneaker culture being dead. Also touching back on the idea that the sneaker culture is dying, we're starting to see a lot of shoes come back and retro, and the cycle is a little bit more obvious now than it was before. Back then when I was living at my parents' house, I was buying shoes weekly and it would just be a problem. Like every single week, at the end of the week, I would have a stack of boxes, unbox everything, throw them up in my room, and it was just a hoarding situation. And now we've seen so many retros that I'm like, okay, I've had that before. I don't necessarily need it now, unless it's super nostalgic. Like the Black Cement 3s, those are coming out. Super nostalgic for me. I love that shoe. I saw a post today saying that they're dropping 300,000 pairs supposedly. Another shoe that's dropping this weekend is the Olympic Air Jordan 6. I remember those came out when I was in high school. I bought a pair and I would clean the bottoms just to make sure they would stay icy. I was crazy back then, guys. I was crazy. But those are coming out and I guarantee they're gonna sit on shelves and they're probably gonna hit the clearance. Shattered Backboards are coming out next year, and I saw that it's going to be the 10-year anniversary since they first dropped. And now that I think about it, it's like, damn, 2015 was almost 10 years ago. It feels like 2015 was just yesterday, but the time has been going by so fast. We're getting a Shattered Backboard retro. That's insane. And I'm here for it, bro. I want to see all these super cool shoes re-released. Who cares about the resale value if you really enjoy shoes for what they are? Again, I think this is the perfect time for you. And it's also the perfect time for anyone getting into shoes that doesn't have a lot of money, because you could get the steals and deals all day, baby. But yeah, that's just my quick little spiel on the sneaker market, the resale value of everything, the hype, whatever y'all want to call it. Personally, I think the sneaker culture is still strong. The people that are in the game for the game really do enjoy it. It's just that the cost of living and everything is so high right now that people aren't really spending like they used to. A lot of spending habits are changing, and that's what happens in life. When you make money, you splurge, and when you're a little bit tighter on money, you're gonna be a little bit more careful with your purchases. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Are you buying like you used to? Are you out of the sneaker game? Are you just not interested with shoes in general? I'm gonna be going live on Whatnot this Saturday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so make sure you guys pull up. We're gonna be doing a bunch of steals and deals as always. So I'll see you guys on the stream. The link will be down below if you guys wanna get $15 off your first purchase with a brand new account, and I'll see you guys next time. It's your boy Sneakerhead in the Bay. I'm out. Peace.